So a pending item on the list to get this house ready to rent or sale. It's starting to look like we're gonna sell this house. But a pending item is to clean up a bunch of garbage that we have. Now, it wasn't initially garbage. Well, it was garbage to somebody else, but it wasn't garbage to me. When I first got it, I was expecting to use it for a bunch of stuff. But it is this. All this wood here. These pallets are garbage. Some of the pieces of wood can be salvaged, like this one. I may keep it, but the goal today is to organize this area, get the wood that I'm gonna keep laid out on one side, get the wood I'm not gonna keep laid out on the other side, and then maybe work on these stumps here. I was planning to turn these into like little pathways for the front garden here. All right, so I wanted to turn it into pathways for the front garden here. I may or may not do that. We'll see. I do not know. But that's the plan for today. Let's get started. The mother-in-law painted this. It's very nice. It's supposed to be for Christmas. Probably gonna keep it. Threw on my suspenders because I didn't want to show you what I call plumber's peaches. It's basically your butt crack. I didn't want to show you my butt crack, so put on my suspenders. And also, I got bad knees. I'm 29 years old. You know, you would think I would be fit and healthy, but no, I got messed up knees. So just went down the stairs and kind of messed up my left knee a little bit worse than it was already. So if you see me walking weird, just so you know. I like to listen to scary stories or some type of sound while I do this, because now it gets kind of boring to just move stuff around. So I'll play some scary stories. Right now I'm listening to there's a podcast called Let's Not Meet, and it's a bunch of stories of people that have had weird interactions with other strangers. I just heard one that there's some lady living in this girl's house. She had cut a hole in the wall, and that hole was behind a mirror in the bathroom, and inside that hole was like a crawl space that was between the mirror, or it was in between like these two studs, so she could sleep in there. And she had like pillows in there and a little blanket and toothbrushes. It's crazy the stuff that people do. So I don't know, you should. Maybe I'm a little bit too skeptical of goodness in the world. I mean, I know there's good people, but there's also a lot of bad people out there. So I'm always very wary and cautious. I take security very highly. Anyways, this is kind of getting an idea of what I'm doing here. Splitting up the 4x4s. Got some, looks like 2x6s. And then 2x4s there. And then I've got a bunch of pallets I'm gonna break apart. And that's kind of what I'm doing here. I'll leave all the trash on that side over there. I mean, it's not complicated work. You just split stuff up and see what goes where. But yeah, let's put you over here. It's a hot day, super hot day today. I live in Miami, so it's to be expected. Oh, some birds. Some birds just flew out of it. Oh, what's this? Look what I found. It looks like lizards have been laying eggs in here. There are so many invasive lizards here in Florida, it's crazy. It has been separated. Oh, we're missing a few. All right. As you can tell, I got most of them out the way. Just gotta move these two. Most of these were 2x6s. I'm just throwing them over there. And now we got some clear space here. It's all dirty here, so there has been grass or some type of plant growing here underneath all this wood. It's been out here for a while, so so I imagine stuff would have grown, but this is crazy. I don't even know what this is. I'm in zone 10B, so if you know, let me know. Look at that, growing off the wetness and I guess the decomposing dirt or wood. That stitch. Can I zoom in on a GoPro? He's chasing something. Okay, so I put all this right next to these palmetto saws, and I hate them because they really hurt. If you grab them from here, it's got spinas, saws, like it'll cut right through you if you grab it hard enough and yank. I gotta work on all this too. But first, let me organize all this wood and get it put away. It's been out here way too long. You know, one of those projects that you just leave out and forget about it. Forget about it. So this is all junk wood. It's wood that I feel like it's too short, or it's too broken, and there are too many cracks in it that I'm just gonna, easier to just throw it away than try to refurbish it. Like this one. This one's too tall. I'm gonna cut it. I don't know what I'm gonna do because I'm moving. Well, I'm planning to move. We're closing on a property in West Virginia today. We're closing it now. Actually, it probably should have sent me an email. Let's see. Nope. Let's see. He said 1:30, I think, is the closing date. So he's probably there signing the papers, and then they'll give me a call or send me an email. I wish I could be there in person, but it is a far drive from Homestead in South Florida to Fayetteville in West Virginia. So it's about 18 hours if you drive, 17 hours if you drive nonstop. Can't be there in person, but I'm in there in spirit. And once I close on the property, I'm thinking we may sell this beautiful house. Even though we've only been here for 3 years, hopefully we can make a little money off of it, because I originally thought maybe we can rent it, but the math isn't adding up. We may be able to rent it for enough to cover the mortgage, but that doesn't count for any expenses. And then on top of that, we're going to need money to build the house in West Virginia. So It's not adding up. And I'm tired of my job. I don't want to work there. I think it's making me depressed. And I think it is the cause of all my injuries that are flaring up, like my knees, my shoulders, and my back. Believe it or not, it seems like that's the reason. Because as soon as the weekend comes and I'm able to get out, get some sun, move around, do something that I really enjoy, I feel like I can just ignore the pain. But when I'm in the job, I'm just sitting down. It's an office job. I can't ignore the pain. It kind of sucks. I'm trying to focus on my work, which I don't like to do in the beginning, and then the pain just flares up and it makes me not be able to focus as well, and then I'm not able to sleep because I have pain at night. So I think I may just sell the house and be able to use money to build up in West Virginia. That's the dream, and that is what I hope to do. But I guess we'll see what life plays out for us. Ideally, we can keep this house, rent it out, have enough money to be able to cover the mortgage, any expenses that come up, and we have good renters. But it seems like a lot to ask for. There's old Reliable. She's a beaut, but may not be able to keep her. We'll see. Right now, let's just keep our mind focused on this. I'm gonna separate the ones I'm gonna cut and throw away the rest. What type of transition is that, huh? Not really a good one, but we got it filled up. Now let me cut these bad boys so I can maybe shove them in there as well. You guys ever heard of squint protection? It's one of these. Take a look at my eyes. I'm Asian, so no jokes. But look, squint protection, all right? Right here, I have no eye protection, and now I have eye protection. Right there, squint protection. I'm done. Okay, I'm done with this trash. Still have all that to do, but I opened my car door because I was trying to open up my garage, and it is hot in there. It is so freaking hot that I had the random urge to put some less hot air into my inside hot air, cool it down a little bit, you know what I mean? But I have this thing that I put on my car window that works wonders. Ha ha ha. Now, you're probably saying to yourself, "Oh, I have one of those. I have one of those. When I'm getting out of the car, I'll just grab it and put it inside my window." It's not the same thing. This one is outside. The one that you're thinking about is on the inside. But the ones on the inside still catch heat from another sort of heat transfer. I forget what the heat transfers are. Conductive, radioactive, I don't remember. But radiation. But this one's on the outside. So it gives a chance to stop the heat on the outside before it goes inside the car. At least that's what I've noticed. That's what I've read. And it actually works really well. But you gotta buy a high quality one, because some of the cheaper ones, they'll start breaking apart and let out plastic into the environment, which is never a good thing. I was reading, or I heard Theo Vaughn talking about that they found microplastics in men's baby makers. So I thought that was kind of funny. Anyways, trash comes on Monday, So I will put this away for now. I see a butt. Whose butt is that? None other than the Stitches. Where are you going? Is it too hot for you? You want to go inside? Oh, I want to go inside too. It's way too hot out here. Huh, buddy? You like the butt scratches? You like butt scratches? How about head scratches? All right, I'll let you back in. Let me just get up. Oh, God, I'm like an old man. I'm 29. Why am I grunting when I stand up? I don't even have kids yet. All right, so good news is I got pretty much all the documentation signed to get the property closed on. So that land, that little piece of land in West Virginia, 0.7 acres, may officially be ours by Tuesday, because we tried sending the money and instant transfers weren't working for that amount of cash and yada yada. It's gonna take some days for them to approve that transfer. But yeah, we are this much closer to owning a piece of land in West Virginia, and I am this much closer to finishing all of this. I got all my wood here I gotta clean up. All this too, I gotta remove all that, and I'm gonna take these pallets. I'm gonna take apart these pallets now. That's up next on the list. So I'm gonna take apart that thing. It's basically a fence and a big old box. And then I'm gonna take apart these pallets. Then I'm gonna figure out a place to put them. Do not know where yet. You know what I may use this for? I may use all this wood to splice together in some fancy ways, kind of like this. Oh, I'm gonna get pieces like this, because they're kind of short, right? I threw away most of the shortest pieces, but maybe I'll splice them like that. Like I'll put blocks like that, and then I'll splice another one on top like that to make very long vertical boards. Ugh. And then I can make studs with those, and these are 2x6s. See? But I feel a lot better. Great news, great news. Good things coming. It is going to be sad to say goodbye to all this though. Oh, just ran into a spider web. It will be a sad day when we leave all this behind. We had so many nice trees and everything planted. We have to take that with us. There's another one that we have to take too. So much work I put into this property. A lot of it is a mess right now, but we will miss it for sure. Anyways, I'm gonna clean all that wood up. I'm gonna store it away, and that's pretty much it for the stuff I have to do today. I owe my fiance an ice cream because I was mean to her yesterday. I was very rude, and she deserves some ice cream. So remember, fellas, if you are in the wrong, make sure you make it up to your significant other by getting her ice cream, by getting her something that she deserves. Maybe some flowers, maybe some chocolates, but definitely own up to it, apologize, and give her something that will make her happy. This video is all over the place. I just came here to clean up some wood, and now I'm talking to you about how to do good things for your relationship. But who am I to talk? I'm no expert. I just kind of go along with it. I have my fair share of faults. So do what you want, but I guess you'll know in your heart if you're doing the right thing. Thanks for sticking around for my rants and for watching me clean stuff up.